The new school of digital audio recording has dictated a more streamlined approach in a studio tracking environment. Back in the 80s, when I started my recording career, I marveled at the incredible array of outboard gear at our disposal. A lot of the great producers that we worked with would spend a good deal of time with their engineers, carving out the perfect guitar, drum, bass, vocal sounds using chains of preamps, EQs, and compressors. All this would not only enhance each instrument's character, but also sculpt the instrument's place in the mix. Of course, now, with a wide array of plugins available, both in and for DAWs, you might ask, why would I need an outboard unit like the Manley Core? Well, there's two schools of thought when using a DAW workflow. One is you set up your mics directly into the provided mic preamp built into your current interface. Mine is an Audient ID22. What the current dictate of Home and Project Studio requires is nothing more than these pre's and a host of plugins within the software environment. So, today's basic DAW working methodology is as follows. 1. Position your mics in front of a sound source or plug into the unit's DI. 2. Record flat into the DAW. 3. Insert plugins to replicate what you really want, the character of a living, breathing piece of high-end tube gear. This brings me to the second method, using an actual high-end piece of gear, the Manley Core, to create the sounds, character, and tonality before you hit the record button, just like most of those recordings that inspired us to start recording in the first place. The Core is a 2-preamp DI followed by Manley's famous ILAP compressor, followed by a very musical and forgiving EQ section, which all feeds into a powerful high-ratio FET peak limiter. It's a complete channel strip, which is very easy to use and is designed to be very forgiving due to its design. It's virtually impossible to get a bad sound out of it. By using the Core as your main tracking preamp, you'll find tracking will be more inspired, you'll find yourself spending less time in the mixing stage, guitars, vocals, drums will almost magically find their space. Bass tracks will exude a great width and floor, and it's nearly impossible to simulate the character of a living, breathing, high-voltage piece of gear like this one through plugins alone. Check out our Core tutorial series. In it, I'll show you tips and techniques to get you up to speed and get the most out of your Manley Core.